Hi everyone, it's Dr. Romani. Welcome to this YouTube channel on narcissism and narcissistic relationships and antagonism in general. So let me ask you this. This video originally would have come out on Thanksgiving Day. Would you like a side of shame with your Thanksgiving dinner? Let's break this one down. I'd love to hear how many of you have to spend Thanksgiving with a narcissistic person this year. Drop that one in the comments. The fact is, though, the holiday season, not just Thanksgiving, but the holidays in general, are like tax season for therapists, and especially for those of us who focus on narcissistic relationships. In the United States, where I'm based, we're obviously in Thanksgiving this week, which sort of becomes the gateway into the holiday season and the pain that can unfold in a narcissistic family system or relationship during those holidays. Listen, I talk about the holidays every year, but I do not know a single survivor of any kind of narcissistic relationship or antagonistic relationship who hasn't laid out that it was these relationships, these toxic relationships, that make this a fraught and painful time. Now, what are the ways? Let's talk about some of the ways that narcissistic folks hijack the holidays. And if you've got things I don't say, drop them in the comments too. How do they hijack it? Well, they use the holidays as a place to have power struggles. We must spend the holidays the way I say, and with whom I say, doing what I say, with absolutely no regard for how other people are being impacted by this. Or they hold court at the holiday table or whatever festivities there are, and using it as a time to toss passive-aggressive barbs, or overly aggressive, or overtly aggressive barbs at everyone. They may keep everyone on edge because everyone is waiting for the first mistake of the day that will send the toxic person spinning. What do you mean we don't have whole cranberries? How could you forget to use the correct centerpiece? How could you have not put my pie in the center of the table? And then the rest of the day is spent by everyone appeasing this person. Or they may say politically or other culturally inappropriate or other inflammatory things at the table or whatever other festivities you're doing. And those things that they say end up making everyone feel uncomfortable. And then, if anyone does react, will gaslight the people for reacting or get mad at other people for not taking the bait. The other thing they may do is triangulating, sitting back and enjoying the chaos that ensues. Or you can expect that they'll make invalidating comments about people's weight, how their kids are doing, their jobs, why aren't they married, why are they divorced, and these comments leave everyone deflated. Or they may criticize your gift or sneer at it or feel let down by it because it's not big enough or you didn't spend enough money. Or they'll talk about money and how much they spent, how much they have, how much you owe them, how much more they should have, and just basically making everyone feel uncomfortable. Like I said, I'm sure you have other things that happen at your annual holiday dinners. Drop them to the list, in the comments, I should say. What are the lovely things that the narcissistic folks in your lives have done to make this so-called festive season anything but? But here's the thing, folks. It goes deeper. I see it. I see it in my clients. Hell, I see it in myself every year. I've got to tell you, I heard a Christmas song the other day while I was in a grocery store running a quick errand. My body reacted. I felt some tension in my chest, that kind of constricted feeling in my throat. I actually want to like the holidays. I love all the lights and the decorations. I love the smells. But the rest of it has actually kind of always been a problem. And I work on it every year. I practice self-compassion, and I work with survivors on this holiday stuff annually. I know that it goes beyond just this one day today, Thanksgiving, or whatever the holiday is. Most of us can tolerate one bad day. We can choke down the meal, disengage, gray rock, yellow rock, fake it, not take the bait, whatever we need to do to get through the day. But there is something bigger that happens. It's not just the day. Social media makes all of this a lot worse. But the sense of shame that many survivors experience gets magnified. The sort of reminder that our families don't work right, are quite dysfunctional, have hurt us. And as children, that shame was definitely viscerally felt, and we did our best to justify it. In narcissistic relationships, it's the same. We try to justify it, try to dress it up with a bow, make it look good, make it work, even when it's hurting us at the same time. Now, all of those families out there in their matching pajamas and gushing posts, I love family time at the holidays. It may all be a facade, and it often is, but even if some of it is true, it can put those who are already carrying the burden of narcissistic abuse in their families and in their relationships and heap more shame and discomfort on top of it. The performative nature of the holidays makes all of this feel like work. So I'm hoping that instead of a side of shame with your dinner, you may be able to have some self-compassion as an entree. You aren't responsible for other people's bad behavior. The fact is that anyone comes out of these narcissistic, antagonistic relationships with empathy and compassion basically speaks to your gorgeousness as a person. You aren't defined by what you came from or what you are in. And my suspicion is that those matching pajama people may be trying to cover up their pain in their own way. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone who's celebrating it. Happy beginning of this holiday season. And please, if you're having Thanksgiving, have a slice of pecan pie for me. Thanks again.